Hey, it's Dave with We Came as Romans, and you're listening to Concert Crap.
Hey guys, it's Karen with Concert Crap, and I'm here with Dave from We Came as Romans. Thanks for joining me.
Of course, no problem.
All right, so welcome back to the Palladium. You guys are not strangers to this venue.
Not at all.
Have you counted how many times you've been here?
I couldn't. I think there's been too many, to be honest.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, even one of our first times touring the country, we came here.
Wow.
I remember, I was the oldest in the band at the time, and I think I was 20. Now I'm 29. So yeah, it's been almost 10 years I come to the Palladium.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
The venue has changed a lot in the meantime, too.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, even today walking in, there's so many differences. So they're putting a lot of money into it seems like, making it even better.
Yeah, and you guys weren't here that long ago. Last time you were here was with I Prevail.
Yep. In the fall.
Yeah.
Even since then, they've changed a bunch of stuff, which is cool.
And I remember, because I shot that show, that was my first time seeing you guys, and I was blown away. It's the reason I came back today. So I specifically remember, I don't remember if it was you or Kyle, somebody going, "Give us Crowd Surfers, we're shooting a music video."
Oh, yeah.
That ended up being for Wasted Age.
Yeah. I was so glad we were shooting that here, because the shows here are consistently awesome. So it wasn't like we were worried about, having a weak crowd or, I don't know, something boring. We knew going on stage that it was going to be killer and people were going to be awesome. So I was really relieved to know we were shooting that here.
Okay, so now you're headlining this time. So I've looked up your set lists online, on setlist.fm and on YouTube. I'm noticing a lot of songs off Cold Like War. Good,
Yep.
Happy with that. Love that. And then I'm noticing also tracing back roots, To Move On Is to Grow, and Hope. How do you draw that line between the classics that everyone wants to hear and the new stuff that we still want to hear, obviously?
Yeah, we tried something new this tour because it's always difficult, especially we're at the point now where we have 5 records out and an EP. So it's becoming increasingly difficult to figure out what songs to play in that hour. So we wound up running a Twitter poll, actually, and we kind of let our fans choose. We would pit 2 songs against each other, or 3 songs against each other, and we would pretty much pick the one that the fans wanted. To Move On Is to Grow really surprised us. We didn't know that our fans even cared about that song anymore, but it did so well in the polls. We were I guess they really want to hear it. Another one that surprised me was Regenerate did surprisingly well, which was kind of cool. That wasn't a song that we were going to play. And then, off Cold Like War, we pretty much just picked, the singles that we wanted to push. And it's been crazy. Of all the songs we're playing, I mean, if you take away Hope is obviously our biggest song. But if you take that away, I think the new material has been the most responsive songs of our whole set. I mean, when it comes to the crowd singing and moving, and that's awesome because I feel like it's always such a struggle to play new music and get people used to it. But that hasn't been the case this tour. It's been the highlights of the set have been the newer songs.
And speaking of Cold Like War, I mean, it didn't come out that long ago, the album, so it's obviously done really, really well. So now that you've had a little bit of time to reflect on it, what would you say is the number one thing you're most proud of?
I think it's a really heartfelt record compared to, especially our last one, but I feel like we put more time than ever into the lyrics and the meaning behind everything. And I think when you start with that kind of base and you build everything around that, your fans can tell that, you put a lot of heart into it and then it means a lot to you. And then I feel like subconsciously it winds up meaning more to them too. I think that was a big step forward. And beyond that, just we really took our time. We took a full year off of touring. Just to make sure that the record was perfect. Beyond the writing and the recording of it, making sure the mix was perfect, making sure the rollout was perfect. Too many times these things get rushed, and it's you only are able to make so many records in your life, so we're kind of done rushing them. I mean, from now on, we're just going to make sure that they're perfect, and I think that was a really good thing to do with this record.
So, besides your own music, what's the music you've been listening to lately? Any new releases or bands?
There hasn't been much, which kind of sucks in my opinion. I haven't really been able to find much, but as of last night, I decided to check out this band that we're going to Europe with. They're one of the openers, and they're called Polaris. They're from Australia. Yeah. And it's really sweet. Yeah, I only listened to their record through once last night. I want to listen to it again, but I was like, this is really good. Because we're going to Europe with them, so I was I should probably check them out. And it sounds really cool. But I mean, in general, I really enjoy that type of music. I like Architects. I like I like a lot of more heavy bands than my own band. That's kind of what I bring to the table. I like Kublai Khan and oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Like kind of heavier bands like that.
Putting you on the spot, right?
That's more my taste, and that's kind of what I wanted to bring into the table for my band. But yeah, lately, like, I'm listening to more like hip hop and stuff. Like I've been really into Post Malone lately, and I don't know. It's just I feel like just because I'm on this tour and I'm surrounded by heavy music all the time, I've just been more listening to more like chill kind of hip hop stuff that's a little out of what I'm surrounded by.
Okay, so you obviously mentioned you're going to Europe. So besides, like, tour plans and everything, Cold Up War's been out for a little while. We need another album, right? It's been out for more than 2 days. So.
Yeah, God, it's so funny how that works. Like, and I think about it with Netflix too. Like I'm guilty of it. They'll work for years on making one season, and then I watch it in 2 weeks, and then I'm like, all right, when's the next one coming out? And they're like,
2 weeks.
They're like 2021, and you're like, oh my god.
Or like Game of Thrones coming out next year.
Yeah, I mean, I finally watched all that and got caught up, and now it's like I need more. I feel like it's the same way with records now. Like people just. I mean, it's natural. I mean, it's the way things are nowadays. The technology and everything. Everything's so readily available and accessible. People just rip through content so fast. People rip through content faster than we can create it. Like, I'm still at the point, I couldn't imagine going back into the studio right now. Like, I'm kind of spent still. So, it'll happen eventually. But for now, we're just touring on it and, kind of riding the wave that all of our fans have been feeling from the excitement of the record.
Nice. So do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, not really. I mean, we're just going to keep touring on this record. So, if we're in a town near you, come out.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me, Dave.
Of course.
This has been Karen with Concert Craft. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you next time.